Folks, it's Ron here, back at Jerome Avenue Park here in beautiful Margate City, New Jersey. I'm here for what I think is an interesting test today. As you all know, the Air 3 is coming out this week, the 25th of July. And one of the big controversies is that it doesn't have the 1-inch sensor of the Air 2S. Instead, it has a 1/1/3 size sensor that's in the DJI Mini 3 series of drones. So, just as a pure test, this is entertainment only. This is not a scientific test in any way. This is not saying that these camera sensors will be the exact same thing in the new Air 3. But I decided to take the Air 2S out with its 1-inch sensor, which is capable of 5.4K video and 20 megapixel photos, and I matched up against the DJI Mini 3 Pro with a 1/1/3 sensor, which is capable of 4K. Video up to 60 frames, and I believe the Air 2S also 60 frames per second in 4K and 30 in 5.4K, where the Mini 3 Pro could do 4K 60, but not in HDR. It has, like, if you do it in 24, 25, or 30, you get HDR quality. That goes off at 60K. But anyhow, so for this testing today, what I did is I kind of want to test, as Marcus says, best against best. I did the 5.4K 24 frames per second because, as we all know, 24 frames is the cinematic standard of Hollywood, since the beginning of time. And on the Mini 3 Pro, we did 4K 24 seconds, frames per second. So we kept the frames per second equal. I tuned the white balance to manual on both of them at 56K, so they're operating on the same exact white balance. As I flew, I locked exposure, so the exposure wouldn't constantly shift on me, because I tried to show the direction of the sun. It's like about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time I took off, so the sun is still pretty high in the sky now, but I wanted to fly in all directions so you could see the different, how it handled exposure, as far from brightest to darkest. And again, I picked a kind of a time when the sun's pretty high here, so I shouldn't have saw a great thing. So I tried to fly kind of the same course with both drones, and I also took photos. I used the smart photo feature in the Air 2S, since the new Air 3 features a smart photo 3.0. So I thought it was important to show, what 2.0 looks like on the Air 2S. And unfortunately, the little Mini 3 Pro doesn't have anything like smart photo or HDR photo. You can bracket photos. You can shoot a 48 megapixel photo, but it does not have smart photos. I just shot it in the normal JPEG mode. And again, I shot the Air 2S in JPEG mode also. And again, the big difference here is the Air 2S is capable of a 20 megapixel photo, and the Mini 3 Pro is capable of a 12 megapixel photo. Now, it'll advertise it could do a 48 photo. I did not use the 48 photo feature, but that's just doesn't really take a 48 megapixel photo. That's sort of a software thing where moves the sensor around or something like that in post. But it's not a true 48 megapixel photo. It's one where it's kind of doubling up its pixel quality and so on. So again, I'm not explaining that technically, but to me, I don't consider a 48 megapixel photo. That's up to you if you do or not. But I did not try that here. So again, this isn't a scientific test by any measures. Videos for entertainment only. I'm not trying to make a point here whether one or the other is better or not. We're just trying to get a little preview of what the difference may look like on Tuesday when the Air 3 comes out. So with no further ado, let's get these clips rolled up here, and I'll put up on the screen, or maybe I'll narrate that part. What clip is what. I'm going to show the contenders right here. Hold on. Here we have the contenders. Here we have the DJI Air 2S on your left here, and the Mini 3 Pro on the right here. The Mini 3 Pro, of course, has the Start RC gimbal guard on here, and actually the Start RC propeller guard here too, where the Air 2S has got a standard DJI gimbal guard. And I don't know that protector there for the propellers. I don't know whether that's came with DJI. I don't see any branding on it, so maybe that's the one that came with DJI. Can't remember. I've had these things so long. So okay, as next thing to do here is as Marcus say, get these birds up in the air here and get this comparison test done with us. So okay, here we go. Ron back here. I hope you enjoyed that comparison between the 1-inch sensor 5.4K video on the Air 2S versus the 4K, the standard 4K video on the Little Mini 3 Pro, and both were shot in 24 frames per second. And I used the white balance of Kelvin, either 55 or 60, 5600. I can't remember which one I chose, but I made the same on both drones. Otherwise, everything was automatic in the settings. To kind of keep it fair, if you can keep any these things fair. Hold on, my light cut out. I did no post processing to these videos whatsoever. They just got loaded up into my laptop. They were edited in Final Cut Pro, and I say edited, I mean that I chopped the video up. Took out the scenes, like when the drone wasn't moving or it was taking off and landing type of things. And I tried to get kind of similar shots, directions, facing away from the sun. I mean, sun was kind of high, but just the exposure changed as different ways you looked at the drone. So I tried to get it from all angles. But again, no color grading, nothing like that at all. Did change anything. And of course, YouTube compression. Any compressed video, it's going to do something to the videos, and hopefully it affected each video similarly. Whatever the compression would do to it as far as artifacts and so on and whatnot or whatever, not to get real technical here. I'm not going to tell you which one I chose, which one I thought was better or whatever. I'm going to let you decide down in the comments, if you thought one was better than the other, or they were kind of similar, or, whatever. And, we kind of just found out today. I shot that video over the weekend. Today is July 25th, the day that the Air 3 came out. And we found out today that, even though the sensor specs are similar on the Air 3, that has that, 1/1.3 sensor, which is smaller than 1-inch sensor on the Mini, on the Air 3. on Mini 3 and Air 3. They have the same, those specs are the same, 1.7 aperture, but the technology in the chip is much different. It's a stacked one here with a backlit something or another. Anyhow, the Air 3 one is improved, much improved. We'll find out, as we watch more of the videos for it or whatever. So again, I'm not saying these are the same exact sensors. All I'm doing is matching up, the sensor size, and the aperture, differences or whatever between the Air 2S and the Mini 3. And again, these sensor size and aperture are the base, probably the only common things, between the Air 3 and the Mini 3 Pro. Got to keep all these drones straight here. So again, this is comparison just for the fun of it. This is not scientific in any way. This is not a representative of what's better than the other. This is just me messing around. Don't take it too seriously. Don't get offended if your drone didn't do the best in the test or whatever. Again, this is not meant to be anything scientific, just for entertainment purposes only. So, but again, do leave down in the comments, what you thought, and if you got anything out of the video, of course, leave the old thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already a member. You want to see more drone content like this, and ring that bell so you'll know when I do post a video up. If you do decide to be a subscriber, and I'll put some affiliate links down below to get these drones, and I'll even throw an affiliate link down below, maybe for the new Air 3. And I have that buy me a coffee link down below, and it's also a thanks button, now in the menu on YouTube. So many ways to help the channel out. Appreciate anything, helps me get more products in for view, make more videos for you folks. So on that, we will, see you on the next one.